the Saints traveling to the Washington football team. This is my game, so I'll start with. I've just put my faith too much into Taylor Heineke, to be honest. It's a bit of a rubbish prediction from me, but we move. One of them weeks. Yeah, I mean, I think you boys all said it in the preview as well. Alvin Kamara is going to be far too strong, and he was the star of the show with one rushing touchdown and only 71 yards, and a receiving touchdown as well, with receiving yards totaling 51. And then, I mean, we've all praised and slated Winston. 15 out of 30 attempts. I don't even know if this is quite incredible, to be honest. He completed 15 out of 30 attempts, but within that, he got 4 touchdown passes, which is ridiculous.
Conversion.
Yeah. Efficiency, I'd like to call it. Yeah, Washington opened up with a field goal, and then Winston found Deontay Harris deep, and the Washington secondary they might as well have been in Washington State rather than Washington DC. That's how missing they were. And yeah, that was a 72-yard touchdown. Washington then did respond with a field goal and a touchdown when Antonio Gibson scored. Saints then bounced back with 2 touchdowns of their own. The first was Alvin Kamara's touchdown, as previously mentioned, and the second came from Winston finding the famous golf brand Callaway. Washington could then only get a field goal, which reduced the score to 2016. And then deja vu, Winston found Callaway again, extended it out to 27-16. Washington then did come back, but it was always one of them games where the Saints were just too far ahead at all times. Gibson did reduce the score to 5 points, and then Alvin Kamara sealed the win, really, with that receiving touchdown, as mentioned. And yeah, the Saints are applying a bit of pressure on the Panthers in the NFC South now, Jamie.
Nah, I mean, the first 3 plays that Winston had, one was an interception, one was a touchdown pass where he just chucked it in the air, and the other one was a fumble. And the only team that has intercepted him the most times this season is the Panthers. Like, it is, you know, Washington were meant to have a good defense this season. It's proven that it was a lie. They've got one good defensive player, and the rest of them suck. They probably should have done better in this game, but apparently the Saints are too good when they come up against bang average teams like the Patriots or Washington. So we move. But yeah, at least it's nice for the Saints to get another win. There'll be few and far between the seasons.
So salty, it's incredible. I think that one thing that Jamie said that is correct is that the Washington defense has certainly been found out. I think we can all agree that that's what carried them to the playoffs when they came quite close against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But quarterbacks like Winston, yes, there's the inconsistencies. I think them first 3 drives that Jamie broke down to sum up Jameis Winston in a nutshell. But one thing you do know that he's very capable of is exploiting deep into the field. And the fact that, like Brad rightly said, that Washington secondary were in Washington State probably protesting about something. Who knows? It was just an embarrassing defensive performance. And they're an offense that can compete, but they're not going to be explosive. And Washington will win games where it's tight throughout. And if there's a 2-possession margin, they're just not capable of coming back. And the Saints always had too much of a lead. So another important win for them.